Hello, simpletons, and welcome back to our ooky spooky Halloween Where Are They Now edition of Keep It Simple. This is usually where Molly would chime in with her voice, but she is in London and I am in LA, which is a common theme in this episode. So, this is the disclaimer that I'm going to give you. Because we are so far apart, the audio sucks just a wee little bit. There might be parts of this podcast where you're listening and you're like, huh, my computer doesn't work. Nope, that's just us. That's the audio. I'm not mad at it. This is what we had to do to give you what you wanted, you, the fans of Keep It Simple, who have demanded this podcast continue. Just kidding. Nobody wanted this. But I did. So that's why we're doing it. I'll just say welcome back. We missed you dearly, simpletons. And we're excited to give you another episode. Will there be a season 3? You know, that's what my resume says. So just hold tight. We'll see. I hope you enjoy it. And oh yeah, keep it simple.
That's hot.
Oh my god. Oh my god, we're back. Oh my god.
It's us. All of our
I'm
two listeners.
Alright.
Since I have the screen recording, does that mean I'm going to do the editing, which means there will be no editing, which means we're just going to throw it up on the internet?
No, you can send it to me.
Okay, the audio levels are going to suck, but it's fine, right?
A little bit. Okay, so for those of you who are listening, Molly is currently in school in England, and I am not in school in LA.
Oh my God.
Although living here, I've learned more than I ever learned at school. Like, don't trust anybody.
Don't trust anybody.
Don't trust anybody. People will say shit to make you like them.
Yep.
You know, just the basic rules.
Just the basic rules. So, Gavi, how's your weekend been? Happy Sunday.
So, we went out last night. I have a group of friends here that are all like Elon based, and it started.
Do you have a group of friends?
I do have a group of friends, Molly. Good friends. Anyways, they're all Elon based, and like it started out with just me and my friend Alexis and my friend Lauren Fisher, Alexis Michigan, and we were supposed to go out, and then all of a sudden Lauren was like, "Hey, I have other friends who want to come out too," and I was like, "Yeah, sure, why not?"
LOL, amazing.
Unbeknownst to me, however you pronounce that.
I'm not an English teacher.
A single roommate of mine, who shall not be named, was not happy with the fact that I brought people over. And we weren't
Last
like being
night?
loud. Yeah, we weren't being loud. He texted me and he was like, "Oh, I said he. Now you know." Anyways, that's a joke because all my roommates are boys. While we're on the subject, let's just shit talk a little bit more.
Please.
The other day I brought up the pod in my car.
Oh my God.
And he jumped in and he was just like, "Yeah, that podcast where you just shit talk people," which I mean, I'm proving.
How does he know? Did he even listen?
No, there's no fucking way. He was just like, "That podcast where you shit talk people," and it was a huge fuck you to everybody.
Oh my God. Why is he so dramatic about it?
I was like, "Okay, you gonna fucking discredit my work, bitch? All right. Well, we have to make another podcast."
It was so much more than us shit talking. Yes, shit talking was a big part of it, but like it was so much more than that.
I think the soul of our podcast, but also, you know, we also reviewed The Simple Life, and it got me a job at Bunim Murray.
Dennett, please elaborate on that.
Yeah, so by the way, I worked at Bunim Murray for a few weeks. Bunim Murray is the production company that makes The Simple Life.
Oh, that's how you pronounce it, not Bummin Murray.
I pronounced it Bunham Murray during my interview, and they were like, it's Bunim. And I was like, oh, all right, well, I guess I do care about this company enough to know how to pronounce it.
You're like, yes, I do extensive pre-job research.
I mean, like, when I got this job, I was in the back of my mind, I was like, now I know all the inside tea. Now I can like go on and talk about it on this podcast. But honestly, I had such an amazing experience, and I don't have any insider tea. Like they still have a lot of they produced the Kardashians, they produced the Real World, and they produced Simple Life. But I really do feel like they're the most proud of the Simple Life. There are posters everywhere. I took so many pictures next to pop art paintings of Nicole and Paris with their dogs.
Oh my gosh. Well, I
Amazing.
feel like it was like the OG reality show.
It was.
Like I think that all the ones that have followed afterwards have just been like aspiring to be like on the entertainment level that that was on.
Truly. I mean, like, when I talked about it during my interview, they're like, "Why are you so drawn to the Simple Life?" Because yes, they did know that I had this podcast, by the way. Um, but I was
You talked about our podcast in your interview.
yes, I did extensively.
Oh my
Um,
gosh.
so I was just like, this was the original reality TV show. Like, you guys turned on that camera equipment and just watched Nicole and Pears ruin people's lives. You didn't like
Ruin people's
you
lives.
didn't have to have like a bullshit story with an arc or like they didn't have to make it educational. They simply just ruined people's lives and it was amazing. It was so fun to watch.
I freaking love that we did that and that we got to review it. And I don't know, I think it's cool. Yeah, guys, Gavi's a success. He actually works there. Like, this podcast may have brought destruction to our lives, but it also brought employment.
It's true. So, I mean, like, I don't work there anymore. I'm still waiting for them to call me back and offer me a job.
Yeah.
Um, the real tea is that one of the in-house PAs had a family emergency. So the day that they called me and they were like, "We want to interview you," they told me, "Okay, we're gonna have some openings in the future, like in a month or two. Are you interested? Like, can we keep you
Hey.
on this list?" And I was like, "Yeah, absolutely. I really want to work at this company." And then later that day, they called me back and they were like, "One of the in-house PAs had a emergency and like can't make it to work for 2 weeks. Can you just fill in for her?" So I did for 2 weeks. Like I said, just an incredible experience, an incredible team. Like I every day I walked in there and I was like, wow, I feel purpose. Um, and then at the end of the 2 weeks, like they basically told me, "We really like you. We'll call you when there's an opening. Please keep in touch." And like usually I wouldn't believe that, but they've been really responsive with their emails, like
Yeah.
and like why wouldn't they call me back? Like I know the job now. Like I've been doing it for 2 weeks. So
Hey, you know what?
not the
I
train.
support. You're living in LA, the city of dreams. Your dream will come true.
Uh-huh. The city of dreams.
The city of dreams,
Speaking
LA, baby.
speaking
I
of
miss LA, honestly. Like, I miss being there with everybody and like working and like, I don't know, it was so fun.
Molly, you miss the idea of LA. You don't miss
That's the
LA.
thing, is I always do this thing where I like miss where I'm not. Like, I obviously enjoy being in London. It's like the best thing ever. But then I'm like, oh my God, like New York is great. I miss New York. Like LA is great. I miss LA. But then when I'm actually there, I'm like, oh, I miss London. Like, I want to go back to London. Or I'm like, I want to go back to North Carolina. Like, what? Why do I
You
always do
miss
that?
the idea of North Carolina.
Yeah,
I miss the idea of North Carolina. I do not miss North Carolina. I mean, like,
exactly.
things just get so busy and hectic here, and it's always fucking hot. There's no fall. Like, today, I'm literally making my friends watch Hocus Pocus with me and drink hot chocolate because there's no fall. We have to manufacture it. Um,
That's very true. That's very true. It's just like the same all year round, which I don't think I would like.
so the idea of like going back to slow, like sometimes autumny North Carolina, yeah, it's kind of romanticized in my mind, but in reality, like, would I ever want to go back to Elon even to visit? Probably not. I'm not going back
Yeah,
to Homecoming, so
I'm not going back. I mean, I'm fucking here, so.
yeah. Okay, speaking of that, tell us.
Sorry, guys, we're getting all sentimental. This is a comedy podcast. Why are we talking like about romanticizing things.
Because it's just been a minute, and I'm really happy that we have the opportunity to like just catch up with our three fans and tell them about where we are in our
Yeah,
lives.
guys, we're trying to like bring some realness to the podcast. Sidebar, I texted my friend because she's supposed to be going on a trip tomorrow, and my texts like aren't going through to her, and I don't know if she's alive.
Huh.
It's concerning.
Wait,
That's
but tell us
all.
about London. How are you doing, Molly?
Let's see, do we want like the part about how I am in school for like 13 hours a day sometimes? Or how all men are pussies here? Like, what should I dive into first?
I feel like there's a British term for that.
What?
All men are pussies here.
All men, all
All men
British
are
men
wankers.
that I have met are pussies. Who should I drag first?
Grab
Okay,
them all, honey.
let's drag OG British boy. If
Oh,
you've been a listener for a while, you may have known British boy. So, British boy. Also, British boy did listen to some of our podcasts one time, so that's fun. Um, so if you're listening, British boy, these are my thoughts. So,
You
anyways,
know that you suck. God. Okay.
what?
I said just know that you suck.
British boy does suck. But he's my husband. But it's fine. Um, so yes, British boy is this guy I was talking to for like a few months before I got to London, and over the summer we like
6 months.
since March of 2019.
A lot of.
So it had been a minute, and we were talking, and like over the summer we were talking, and then there was a point where like we weren't really talking just because like I don't know, we just like weren't talking, but like whatever, we'd gone for spans of time without talking in the past, like shit happens. And I got here and I was like, I'm here, like what's up, dude? And he was just like, oh yeah, you're here. And then he was acting really shady, and then I called him out and I was like, do you want to see me or not, like what the fuck's happening? And then we had this night where we had this like really long conversation, and then we decided to meet up, and then we went on a date, and then it was like a great date, like literally the best date of my life. Like we drank and we did pub trivia and we ate food, and it was like really fun in my personal opinion. If he disagrees, whatever. I mean, I think I'm pretty fun. It's fine. I may have spilled some water during the date because I don't know, I knocked something and like some water spilt on the ground, and he was like, "You're
Oh, I'm
drunk," and I
with
was
you.
like, "I'm not drunk. I'm just clumsy." But whatever. Um, and then at the end of the date, he walked me to the tube, which is like the metro or whatever, and he was just like, "It was lovely to meet you. See you around." And that's when a bitch knew she was not gonna get a second date, cause who the fuck says "see you around"? Anyways,
God.
and then I was numb at that point, and when I got home, I like texted him something shady, and then we got into another long conversation the next day, and where we were both just like, "Yep, okay, this isn't gonna be a thing." He's having like an existential crisis with his life, and I was just like, "God damn."
What
Anyways,
crisis?
what?
What crisis? Really drag it out for us.
He just like he just like doesn't know what he's doing with his job, and he's like applying for these jobs and he's like not getting jobs, and he's like working at a pub and
Yeah,
like
what would
no.
be like?
I'm literally like, this is every person outside of university, like you need to calm down, like
Did you just say
you're
university? Oh my God, you're so fucking British.
what.
You just said university, and I was like, you are so British.
uni uni. I did go to a party last night, and then I was like queuing in the line for the bathroom, and I was like, I'm queuing. Anyways, there were hot people at this party I was at last night, and I was
Queuing?
just like,
What's that?
what?
Queuing?
Queuing, it's like when you line up for something.
Ah, okay. That's also a British term, right?
Yeah, you like queue up, you line up.
Um,
But anyway, so that's what
British vocabulary, Molly.
my British vocabulary.
Yeah. What is it now?
Let's see, I say knackered now, which is like when I'm really tired. I say it's sorted, like let's get this sorted, which is when you sort of figure something out.
Right.
The tube, queuing. What else do I say? Snog, which
Ah,
is like
you do
you.
not.
I do not snog. I see people
No, you
snogging, and
say
I want to
snog.
die. What?
You say snog.
Snog. And then,
I
yeah,
rather
it's like
like
all the words that I say. Oh, piss off. Um,
okay, but we
take
always
a piss is when you like do something funny, I think. I don't even know, man. So many random terms. But anyway, that was original British Boy. R.I.P. British Boy. It's been real. It
all
was a
right.
wild ride from start to end, but we're never gonna see each other again. Which sucks because I will forever love him. No, I'm just kidding. Um, he, he does still follow me on Instagram and like looks at all my stories. So I'm like, hello, British Boy. Thanks for being a fan. I almost let him follow my Finsta, or I almost added him on my like London Finsta, and then I was like, no, bitch, this is too extra, so I didn't do it. Um, that's my first British boy.
Your
Second British
London
boy,
Finsta that's gun whatchamacallit?
it's G&T, Gemini and Taurus in London. Megan made it, not me.
I read it as Gunt in London. Do you know what a gunt is, Molly?
What's a gunt?
It's the same thing as a fupa.
What's a fupa?
Fat upper pubic area.
That's really funny.
It's when somebody's stomach makes its way into somebody's vagina. You'll see them every once in a while. Like they're glorious. Honestly, like we need to be embracing gunts across America.
Should
Wow,
this be
the
should
title
this
of our
podcast be
podcast,
called in 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 support of the gunt? Or like
embracing guns across
embracing guns?
America.
I think that should be the name of this episode. Oh wait, sorry, I did message someone on Bumble because it's gonna expire.
Well, anyways, I'm definitely calling it Gunt London. Like that is the.
Gun London. Oh my god.
Tried
I
to
love it.
explain it to them too when they came out with the name. Like I messaged them, and
Okay, I just
what was
messaged this
fun.
person. I love it. Okay, wait, so that was OG British Boy. Should I say his name on air? No, that'd be bad. He would sue me. Um him and his rich parents. Anyways, and now I can never go to Camden, even though I love Camden, because that's where he lives and that's where we went on our date. And I actually drove by the
Camden
place we
Han.
went on our date. What?
Camden Han.
Camden, bye. But the place we went on our date, I drove by like 2 weeks ago and I was going to a party and I was just like, RIP to the Camden Draft House or whatever the fuck it's called. Um, and then I also can never go to Covent Garden again because he works at a pub in Covent Garden that he wouldn't tell me because he thought I would like, I don't know, show up and stalk him. And I'm like, bro, calm down. It ain't that serious. I just want to know the bars I have to avoid in Covent Garden. But
Well,
that's
I'm
and I
sorry.
love Covent Garden too. Oh, it sucks. But anyways.
Fuck.
Oh my god, he's only one of three though. Then I met another boy like 2 or 3 weeks ago, I think 3 weeks ago, at a house party, and he went to Oxford. He's like very smart, like intelligent, and we were texting for a little bit, but then he like left me on red for 2 weeks. So I was like, you pussy. Um, then he texted me back, like trying to pick up the conversation exactly where we left off, like we were talking about brunch or something, and then he was like, "Where'd you get that brunch?" And then I literally texted back, "I don't remember. It was 2 weeks ago." Um,
Oh, let me tell you
what?
about leaving me on red. Okay, let me
Are you
fucking
talking about
tell
how I leave you on
you
red or just other people?
other people. No, 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 not you. I'm talking about Grinder Man.
Ugh,
Did I
fucking
tell you about
grinder.
this?
No, but please continue to tell me.
Okay, this guy on Grinder really inappropriately hit me up like at 8 o'clock in the morning, and I was like, I'm not gonna
Hmm.
say explicitly what he said, but I was just like, no, I'm busy, but thank you, very flattering. Have a nice day. Um, but it was like disturbingly inappropriate. So, anyways, later on that night, I guess he texted me again. He's like, "That's not me. I'm so sorry. I was drunk." And I was like, "At 8,
8 a.m. or 8 p.m.
8 a.m.
Okay, what?
Cool." Anyways, this man is 27, by the way. Um, so like I look at his pictures, he's really cute. So I'm just like, I'll ignore it.
Haha, that's what you do.
So we got into a conversation. Should I drop the name of the company?
Yeah. Don't include the name of the company. You never know if you want to work there again.
Yeah, okay. We'll just call it Entertainment X. I don't fucking know. Okay.
Some entertainment company because
Company
you live
X.
in LA and you
So
work in the
basically,
entertainment industry.
yeah, like we're talking and we're having a great time. He's a casting director, which is like something that I'm really interested
Ooh,
in.
casting's fun. Casting's fun.
Reality too. So I was like, cool, like where do you work? He mentioned the name of the company where he works. I look it up on LinkedIn and they're looking for a receptionist. So I'm like, cool. I'm sending
Networking over Grinder. We love it.
so I send in all my stuff. I get an interview and I tell him, hey, just letting you know, I got an interview at your company. Man ghosts me, doesn't talk to me, doesn't respond. I'm
Oh
like,
my
cool,
god, sorry. There's a car fucking beeping. Okay, continue. Oh well.
cool, whatever. So I go in for this interview, fucking nail it. Like, really hit the head nail on the head. And like, I know I walk out with that job. I know it.
Yes, bitch.
Few weeks go by. By the way, during the interview, we made eye contact.
You
Like,
and the guy?
yeah, he walked past and we made eye contact. And
Oh my
I
god.
don't know if he knows who I am, but he might. So a few weeks go by, I'm like, I don't know why I haven't heard from this job yet. I get LinkedIn Premium or whatever, right?
Yeah.
And I see that he's been looking at my profile.
Ah.
Like, one, I wasn't getting hired into his department, so he has no right to look at my profile. Two, like, you can see on LinkedIn when somebody finds you through a mutual friend or somebody types in my name. He typed in my whole last name to find me.
Oh my god.
He was looking at my resume, at my like application, and I didn't get the job. And they were like very vague. They were like, "Sorry, we found somebody else." And then a month later, the receptionist position opened up again, and I was like, "Ha, guess you didn't."
Guess that didn't work out, bitch.
And I applied for it again, and they ghosted me. They didn't talk to me. I was like, "What is this man saying about me?"
Jesus. He's like, what's his petty ass? Like,
Wait,
why do people take things so seriously? Like, you're just applying for a job. It has literally nothing to do with him.
wait. Here's the best part. He hit me
Oh,
up.
there's more.
He hit,
No, he did not.
yeah. He was like, he was like, "Hey, what are you doing tonight?" And I'm like, "Not you."
Did you say that verbatim?
No, I didn't. I wish
I
I had.
wish.
But of course, I didn't give him another chance in the sense of like I saw him, but like, I entertained the idea of like maybe we could get together. Maybe this wasn't his fault. Maybe like he wasn't the person that screwed me out of a job, but he definitely did.
I mean, he definitely like was, uh, um, like skirting around your professional
Are we even gonna?
information.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah.
You can't just spell the name Shankerman. You have to look that shit up, and you're not gonna guess it either. And it's not like
Very,
I
very
have my
true.
full name on Grinder, like Copy Shankerman. I live at this address. Please come. Like that's not how I roll. Um, so are we even gonna review The Simple Life?
No, I thought this was just a shit talking episode. I wasn't even halfway done with the boys. I was shit talking.
Yeah, this is bonus content. Okay, go.
Guys, yeah, this is keep it simple bonus content where we drag people to hell. Okay, so
Drag Me to Hell
also,
3. Keep it
what?
simple edition. I said Drag Me to Hell 3.
Drag Me to Hell 3, keep it simple edition. Okay, so oh yeah, so then I talked about Callum. Oh, whoops, name drop. Oh well. Um he was the Oxford boy.
It took me a
Oopsie.
second to register. Okay, go on.
Whatever. It's fine. He's not gonna listen to this, right? No. So
No.
then, anyways, then I went on a date with this other guy like 2 weeks ago. He asked me out. I was like, whatever. We like got dinner, vibed pretty well. Then he asked me out to go like get drinks the next week, and I was like, cool, whatever. The night before we were supposed to get drinks, he texts me out of the blue and it's like, "Hey, sorry if this is sudden, but I'm not ready to be dating right now. Like, I'm sorry, blah, blah, blah." And I was like, "Then why did you ask me out twice?
Why
Like,
did
you
we go
dumb
on a
fucking
date?
bitch." I was like, "Why did you ask me on a date then? Like, you fucking idiot." So anyways, that's the third man's that's been trash. Let's see, some bonus content men. The guy, I was in Trafalgar Square at like 2 a.m. one time going home from a party, waiting for my Uber, and some random like crack addict came up to me and was like, "Hey, want to go hook up on that corridor over there?" And I was, "No, sir, I am fine. Thank you. But goodbye." Um,
This was Elon.
let's
We
see.
probably would have thrown caution to the wind.
I know. I actually think I did hook up with someone on a corner like a month ago, but I don't really remember. I was like blackout drunk at a club. Um, and then this guy and I were making out, and then we left, and vaguely remember being on the street with him, and there may have been a peen involved. I can't tell. But anyways, I can't remember. I'm so drunk. And then another bonus content, guys. This one time I was waiting for some friends to go to a show like a few weeks ago. We were going to like a comedy club, and I was waiting for them, and then this random guy came up to me and was like, "Do you have a lighter?" And I was like, "No, I left mine at home." And he was just like, "Okay, anyways, how are you tonight, darling? I saw you from across the street." And I was like, "Okay, my dude."
Did he
Um,
speak in a British accent?
yeah, he was British.
Ah, my loins are melting.
Yeah, see, my loins would be melting, but these British men are fucking awful. So I'm like, my loins are slowly starting to like cringe every time they hear a British accent.
Here's what I imagine. I imagine you getting hit on by so many like Austin Powers lookalikes, like squirrely looking men with huge teeth that are like, "Hey, give me a kiss, love." Like,
I hate them all. Oh my god, I totally forgot to add in this bonus content guy. The guy who airdropped me his number on the tube. That was fun.
oh, oh right, I forgot about that.
That's the day I was really sad too because the British boy, OG British boy, and I were like pretty much done, and I was like crying all day. And then I was sitting on the tube, like no makeup, phone about to die, like breaking out, like wearing my Los Angeles baseball cap, looking disgusting. And I just got this random airdrop that's like someone's like number screenshotted, and it was like text me, and I was like, oh my god. I did text them actually, but then I ended up just ghosting them because I was like, "Oh no, this is a bad idea."
I mean,
Anyways, that's all.
um, what?
Javi, who else do you have to drag right now?
I don't.
Slash, like any fun at life updates?
I mean, so I want to talk a little bit more about my time at Judah Murray.
Yes, please talk about Boone and Murray.
It was. I mean, like, so I think I told you this that like the first day they took me up to the executive floor.
Yes.
It is
Javi's an executive, guys.
how it's structured is like first floor. There are two different buildings, by the way. This is the
Yeah.
largest company I've ever fucking seen. There are like 600 people that work there. There are two different buildings.
Oh
One
my
is just
god.
like purely for editing and creativity. The other one is for like executives and people who make the show run.
Yes.
What am I looking for? What's the word?
Producers?
Not even producers. Just like the like HR department, the legal department,
Yeah.
they're all in the other building, the non-creative.
Okay.
So in the non-creative slash executive building, the third floor is just executives.
Okay.
Um, so my first day, like the other PAs were taking me around and giving me a tour, and they like didn't tell me that they were gonna take me to the executive floor. And they're like, "Yeah, this is where all the executives work." I have never in my life been so close to tears.
Hmm.
Was like speechless walking through the executive floor, looking at names that I had seen before on the Simple Life,
That's
and being,
cute.
"Wow, I made it." Uh, I almost burst into tears. My coworker was like, "So what do you think? Pretty cool, huh?" And I was like, "Yes."
You're like, it's like fine.
I like I was pretty close to like hyperventilating right there. I was like, this is,
Mhm.
oh my God, I didn't have a job yesterday, and like today, I'm on the executive floor looking at all the people. I already said that. Okay, so yeah, that
That's
happened.
so cute. Wow, dreams do come true.
They do for 2 week periods, and then you have to sit and wait. But hey, I'm doing a good
That's
job.
fine.
I
That's
started making canvases. Uh,
Can you send me one? I need shit for my walls, but don't make me
I
pay for
started
shipping.
making canvases to combat my severe depression. So that's cool. Should I make a canvas for you that just says "Guns Across America Unite"?
Please. I'll just put it front and center in my room.
So how do we know when this thing ends?
What, our podcast tonight?
Yeah,
When we have nothing else to
we
talk
just
about.
shit
Whoa,
people to the ends
can
of
I
the
tell
earth.
you what?
When we just like shit talk to the ends of the earth.
Pretty much. Oh my God, can I tell you about this group I got added to on Facebook recently?
Yeah.
I got added to the Canton class of 2015 party page. Number one, I did not go to Canton High School, so I don't know why they added me to this page. I'm honored that they thought of me, because,
Sue was
my
no.
impact. What?
Soupy Sue was well known.
This was before Soupy Sue's time. Soupy Sue was in high school. This is like my middle school, but
What?
it's like the Canton High version. So like everyone went to the public high school, but
Ew.
I didn't go to the public high school. But then they just like someone made this group. Can I read the description of like what they said it was?
Yes, drag her.
It's a him. He made the group, this guy from my high school. It's actually
No,
really funny.
group. The group is a female energy.
Yeah, it really is. Well, I think he's gay, the guy who made the group. So I get the energy. So he says, "Hey everyone, starting this page to facilitate any and all communication between members of Canton 2015 for reunions, flirting, etc. It's the not so remote chance we all fucking hate each other now. Feel free to ignore this, delete Facebook, and sue me. If not, happy to bring everyone back together. Some rules I will be enforcing though. Ain't
Let
gonna
me
have
translate.
what?
Let me
This is
translate for you.
ain't gonna have none of that gross crap from last time. So if you want to be rude slash discriminatory slash an awful person, I'll have no qualms unilaterally removing you. Yeah. And then second rule, maximum one meme post per person per day. I will delete extras and deal out furious punishments for continued violations. And then he says, and that's basically it. I just did poppers and I'm a bit lightheaded, so if I think of other things, I'll
That's
mention
how
them.
you know he's gay.
Yeah, I know. That's how I was like, he's gay. I said, happy trails
There's
and
a
miss
gay
you
drug that
all.
opens up your butthole. Like, why would
Yeah,
any straight person take those?
I have
Tell me
poppers
the
in my
benefit.
room.
Do you know it's VCR cleaner?
It's so fun.
It's VCR cleaner, and like gay sex shops will sell it and be like, you can't call it poppers. That's the street name. So you have to
I
ask for VCR cleaner.
You have is that what you have to ask
Not
for?
that I have
And
any experience with poppers. Seriously, don't. Um, I don't really like drugs.
they're not drugs. You can buy them legally.
They are VCR cleaner.
Yeah, drugs are not VCR cleaner is not a drug.
Sure. Okay.
Yeah, I went to many a theater party in college, so I have extensive experience.
Okay. So let me translate for you though. This man
Yes.
moved home after going to college and has no friends anymore because he burned all of his bridges in the last group, allegedly.
Nick, fuck, I can't say his name. Oh well, whatever, it's fine. Um, oh my god, my friend finally messaged me back. Okay, I thought she was died. I thought she was died. I thought she died. Okay, cool. I'm glad she's alive. Anyways, continue. No, this guy's cool, I think.
Really? Because he made a high school party page.
I like the party page. I want to go to some middle school parties.
Can we show up?
Yeah, let's fucking go. Come to Canton, Connecticut, the mecca of culture.
My parents are like, your sister's wedding is coming up. Who are you gonna take to be your date?
Please take
Gross. Not you. Just like the thought of in general. Ugh, I have to get a woman
I
to be my
know.
date because my sister's husband's family is super homophobic.
Ew, that's disgusting.
It's fine. I just have to pretend for like 3 more weeks, and
Are
then
there any hot people that are invited to the wedding?
you know it.
Okay, when is it happening? Let me check my schedule.
It's June 14th.
I think I'll be done with classes by then, just saying.
Okay. All right. Oh my God. My family would love to meet you.
Oh my god, amazing. Your whore friend Molly.
Only my sister thinks that. My sister's got some issues with being progressive, honestly.
Yeah.
Like she'll always be the first one to be like, "Your friend looks like a whore."
Me? I mean, two of my bosses have called me
Oh,
horse.
not you. Just in general.
Oh, just general? Okay.
Or like whenever we would like in high school go to homecoming, the second we would get in the car after the pictures, she would be like, "Okay, so this person looked like a slut and this person looked like a slut," but I guess that was a long time ago.
Oh my god. I mean, hey, I get it. Some people can't handle the slut.
I mean, it's not the lifestyle for her.
I know. I get it. It's bad though, because I feel like I keep on wanting to not be in my slut phase anymore and like get a boyfriend, but then I'm also like, I'm 22, like I should still be hoeing it up. So it's like the battle I fight every day.
Like till you start to sag, you gotta fuck everybody.
How do we make that into like a rhyme?
I was thinking about that. I was really
Let's see.
thinking about that. And I was like, the
Like,
only thing that rhymes with sag is fag. I can say that.
I know you can say that, not me.
I started reclaiming the word faggot actually. Um,
What?
yeah, I mean, I talked to Keenan about it. I've never actually. Keenan wrote news out here, by the way, everybody.
Oh
My
my God,
old
Keenan
roommate.
wrote in. I was
He's
talking to
kind
him
of
last
my
night
rock.
actually.
He's kind
What?
of my rock. But anyways, like I've never met another gay person that's okay with saying the word faggot, but I always loved saying it. I feel like there's a power to it because like it's been such a dirty word for so long, and I'm like, but why? You know? Of course, like you can't say it, but
I'm not gonna say it.
it's just like it's such a feared and dirty word, and we need to reclaim it. We need to use it, and we need to make it fun again because otherwise, people will insult us with it.
You're right.
So I've adapted the word faggot into my life, faggotry. Um, I just sometimes I'm like this faggot whenever I'm frustrated. I think it's funny. I think it's really fun.
Keenan used to say that a lot too.
Just be like this faggot,
Yeah.
and it still feels dirty coming out of my mouth, and it still feels like I can say fuck and not think twice about it. I can say bitch and not think twice about it, but like it still feels wrong coming out of my mouth. I'm like, this is what I'm fighting against, though. I have the
Yeah,
right
you're
to say
reclaiming
this.
it.
Yeah, I have the right to say this, so I'm gonna say it. All right,
Just say
I'm back.
it. Oh my God, no, that reminded me of like another word that people say really casually here is cunt. Like everyone just like says cunt. Like it's not a big deal here. It's actually really funny.
So here's how I view the word. Should I say it? Yeah, I'm gonna say it because it's my
What?
podcast, so not yours. Here's how I view the word cunt. Like I would never say cunt. I would never
Yeah.
focus it on a person. But in the gay community, you can call something cunty, and it's like that's a compliment, I guess. I mean, like,
Yeah.
so yesterday I had these metal straws, and I was like, aren't these straws just like so cunty?
Oh my God.
My friend Alexis was like, can we use another word? And I was like, "Ugh, I guess.
She would say that.
We're not dragging
No
it.
shade. No shade to Alexis.
But like in the gay community, or like even in the drag community, it means something that's cute and sassy, I guess, and little.
Yeah.
Like, look at these shoes, they're so cunty. Like, it's different than focusing that on a person. which is a horrendous thing to do. Because there's no male equivalent to the word cunt. You can say dick, but like it doesn't have the same power. Um, and that's what's so horrendous about the word.
Yeah. Well, I've like seen like guys getting mad at being called fuck boys. They're like, "Don't call us fuck boys, that's mean." And I'm like, "You call us sluts and hoes and bitches all the time, so I'm gonna call you a fuck boy."
My sister is wildly against the phrase pussy. Like when I use it,
Really?
yeah, when I'm like, this person's a pussy, she's like, I don't like that. You're using woman genitalia to describe something negative. And I'm like, cool, so stop calling people dicks. Like, I don't get offended whenever you talk about penises. Like, why? I see her point, but also it's not valid. Sorry.
It's you're taking things a little bit too seriously at that point. Like, there's something about like, pick your battles, and I feel like that's just not a battle worth fighting about, like, the usage of a word.
Yeah, she's like, it's inherently sexist. I'm like, it is, but it also means cat.
Yeah.
So,
Bitch's
like,
dog.
bitch's dog, it's true. And you're never using it in the context of like calling somebody a dog.
Yeah.
Maybe you are if they sleep around a lot, but um, we'll edit that out.
Anyways, this podcast, we have never been PC, so like whatever, it's fine. Honestly, this episode is just turning into a recording of a phone call between us.
It really is.
This is what this
Also, I've been
bonus content is
so
gonna be.
I've been so impressed with how we can still keep in touch.
We just care about each other as friends.
We really,
Like,
really do. I'll be
oh my,
honest. The second that I like met Molly, I was like, this one's a loner friend. I'll give her up the second I graduate.
wow.
Not.
Fuck, bitch.
But I guess not. We call each other probably like once a week at least.
Once a week, I'd say. I talk to you a lot. I talk to Diego a lot.
Diego's been popping into my Snapchat. Hey Diego.
Me too. He pops into my Snapchat all the time. I love him.
I think that's how you know that he's working full time.
Yeah, well, he's, I think, moving out there soon. I think that's public knowledge at this point.
To LA?
Yeah.
No, he's staying in New York.
No, he's not.
Not anymore.
Nope.
Okay, I'm snapping him right now.
Okay, but I don't know if it's public knowledge, though. So I
Okay.
don't know. I'll ask him right now if it's public knowledge. We might have to edit this out. Um, ba 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 ba. Who else do I need to drag?
You know what's gonna be frustrating when he moves here
What?
and gets a job so fucking quickly?
Yeah. I don't know. I know he's like interviewing for some stuff right now, or like he's been like talking to people.
In LA.
Yeah, he's been like
You
talking
can't
to
get a
some.
job here unless you live here though.
What?
You can't get a
Yeah,
job here unless you
yeah,
live
I know. Yeah. Well, I know he was like interviewing at a company in New York, but they also have an LA office, so he was like trying to see if he could like interview at the LA office and not the New York one. I don't know, man.
I don't know
Um,
why you would choose to live here.
I love LA. I mean, I love you guys, so that's like what makes me love
Okay, I
LA.
love my friends who are in LA. I love like living in North Hollywood is amazing. This is full circle too, like we're right back to where we started with our conversation.
Oh my God, love it.
This is like sometimes you can't deny the fact that LA is just a trash heap.
It's a trash heap that like we all romanticize.
We do, and like we have, or I have moments where I'm like, wow, I really did it. And then a homeless man will like walk up to me and be like, "You want to buy some crack?" That happens sometimes.
We've all been there.
Pull yourself back and remember, oh right, I'm here. Um, one time I was having a really bad day, and I got in my car, and turned it on, and the air hit me in the face, and it was just all just like fumes of garbage, and I was like, why do I live here? Why could But I mean, I moved because I want to be in the entertainment industry, and this is where it is. So, will I stay?
Yeah,
Who knows? But I'm here now, and I like being here.
no, I love that. And I love being here. I love being in London too. And like, despite I'm literally like just had 3 weeks of exams in a row, and it was like the worst 3 weeks ever. But like it's over now. I'm like on my party week, so I'm gonna be lit going to Amsterdam tomorrow, people. We're gonna be lit. Um, like I love it. I love, and despite all the fucking boy problems I'm having right now, ugh, fucking hate men. Um, I love being here, and
Men are
yeah,
the worst.
men are ruining this for me. I would be so happy all the time here if it wasn't for the fucking men I have to deal with.
Men are ruining London.
Men are ruining London. They are ruining it.
Did you get
Men, stop ruining.
your test back? The one that you
No,
were about?
no, I haven't gotten any tests back yet. I don't get them back for like a month.
That sucks.
Because all the TAs grade them. Oh yeah, I also have to talk about how T names are banned. So like every person, specifically male, not every, there are a few exceptions, like Thomas Nelson, my college advisor, amazing, amazing man. Love that man. Other than that, and like Tommy Mackey, great, great man. Whatever, cool. Other than that, what? What?
Danielle Toback. Okay. Point proven.
Okay.
Um,
Anyways, yeah, the audio's gonna be so weird on this recording. Apologies in advance to everyone, but let's just live it. Let's just see how it goes. Anyways, Gavi sometimes fades in and out, but like it's fine.
who has a T name?
Okay, so every man I've encountered in the past like 2, 3 years of my life that has a T man has fucked me over. So, can we talk about Junior Year Boy from Halloween? That boy T name. You know, the one I'm talking about, the college T name.
Who could that possibly be?
Okay, I thought you were being serious for a second, and I was like, Gavi, who did I talk about for 2 years straight? Come on, get it together. But like, he's
Great.
been canceled.
Wow, I haven't thought about him in so long.
Me either. Actually, I think about him now sometimes, comparing it to the recent shitstorm that I've undergone, and I'm like, wow, like I really am a mess.
You
And I
wonder
get
if he's
attached to
so
these
hot.
people. So, anyways, then let's see. My coworker from the summer, he had a T name, and he's the fucking worst. Hate that man so much. Literally the worst. Hate him. Made me do all the fucking work. Anyways,
Yeah,
my finance TA, T name, worst guy ever. Didn't help me at all with finance. Didn't give a shit about us. Anyways, have fun grading my exam, Trevor. I scratched out so many fucking answers. Oops, I said his name. Oh well, he's not gonna listen to this. He doesn't even follow me on any social media. Anyways, yeah. And then let's see. British boy, he has a T name. And you know, he fucked me over pretty good. It's like British boy fucked me without actually fucking me. And I think that's the most upsetting part of the situation is that I didn't even get to have sex with British boy.
wow. Oh,
That's all.
that rant was amazing.
Oh, can I also talk about how my summer fling lives in my basement?
Yeah, of course, but I do have to ask the question.
Yes.
Would you be interested in restarting the pod?
What do you mean? Like restarting it like me and you doing it?
Yeah,
It depends how my schedule is going and how well this recording turns out.
it's true. If this recording is shit, then all of our dreams and hopes are up.
This recording might be shit, but it's fine.
I'm having a great time. I missed this.
I miss just like ranting with you because there's so much shit going on that I don't get to rant about. And then I like to listen back to it like a month later or like I've
Huh.
been listening to some of our older episodes
I
and I
listen
was
to
just
your
like
older
the
episodes all the
mess.
time, and it's like a time capsule of how I felt in the moment in college, which was angry. But
Angry.
oh
Hello, Megan. Do you want to guest star in the pod?
my
Oh
God,
shit.
Megan!
Megan! We're doing a
Hello.
Skype recording. It's probably gonna turn out really shitty audio, but we were just like, whatever, it's for us.
Ha ha ha! Hee
What's
hee hee.
this?
Let's do this audio recording.
Oh wait, I should take out my headphones for this. Yeah. Hello, Gabrielle.
Hello.
Gabi.
Hi. Oh
I'm so
shit! It's
excited.
playing back.
What'd you say?
It's playing back. Like when I talk, the audio is echoing. But hello.
Not echoing for me. So that's all.
All
It's
right.
probably like hearing the recording or something.
Yeah, it's fine. I think it'll be fine. Whatever.
It'll be okay.
Have you seen Light Up by Harry Styles yet?
I haven't, and I need to. I know.
Gabi!
Oh my god, Gabi.
The energy in that music video.
I've heard it just. Jesse
Pardon?
Renell described it to me take by take.
Oh my
Really
god.
good.
It's
I
like
have a favorite part.
and the tongue part's my favorite part.
That was adorable.
I love the
The
tongue.
what?
There's a part when he like sticks out his tongue, and I'm just like, I'm wet.
Well, that one.
I really
Well,
thought
that
it was
was like
the cum part,
adorable.
and
There
I
was
was
another
like,
part. I was like, this man is fine.
What, Gabrielle?
I really thought you said the cum part, and I was like,
No.
Yeah,
I'll
the
be
part where
watching
I
the music
came, yeah,
video.
that part's true. Anyway, Chloe couldn't cut that out of the pod. We've
So-
covered so much ground, Gabi.
We've covered so much ground. We shit talked so many people with, which, by the way, is all this podcast ever was and ever will be.
I'm so
No
sad
actual
that this.
legitimate podcasting going on here. Certain roommate of mine.
I wonder which one.
It's getting messy. We're gonna go.
Okay, guys, thank you for listening to me spill tea and drag all these British men.
I can't. believe
I missed it.
Megan, you already know all the drags.
Oh, okay.
Honestly, like, wow, we didn't even talk about the simple life.
Nope, we just tea.
But this is honestly what our podcast has always been. So, like, I hope you all enjoyed this bonus content. And until next time.
Until
One,
next
two,
time, love you,
love
bitch.
Keep it simple, yeah. That's hot.